I would even say even at the middle school, there's, I came from a high school admin setting,
Mhm.
to here a few years ago, and I would say this age level, um, there's both, right? There's understanding and look at we want to get them ready for where they're going, and this really melds so great for middle school students. Um, and you all, you say it, and I think this is very true. Like sometimes you still do need to suspend. Sometimes you do need to send them out. It's not the goal. It's not, but there are, sort of non-negotiables that, when someone does this, or this, they may need some time out of the building, right? But I think you're right. This is like the road to independence starts here, and sometimes we've got to give you some buffers and stop and pause and reflect and really get them. I think like what's at the heart of a lot of this is just really sort of um, students like really thinking deeply, reflecting, right? Like if we can get them and like so that there's muscle memory about what is and isn't. So I think we've seen some good results. I can point to a few of our students now who, a couple years ago, that just some of the things they were doing, and they've just made a good turn. I'm not saying it's because of restorative practices, but I think it's just when you have this culture of um, sort of understanding the age group, right, and holding them accountable, and trying to give them tools to understand the behavior like that. That's a good recipe. So you keep on and you keep partnering with the family. So
Absolutely. I mean, that's what, in reality, that's what good parenting is. Like,
mhm.
good parenting is balance. So
Yeah,
there's times, go to your room. There's times we're going to have a conversation. There's
right,
just, there's no, every time does not like mean I'm going to punish you the most severe that I can punish you. In
right,
some cases, it's more of a teachable moment, but there is still a punishment that will take place of some type. It just won't look the same each time.
yep,
What we, I think, turned into, and from an educational standpoint, is we just got stuck in doing the most punitive every
mhm,
single time, or what we perceive to be the most punitive every single time. And that's where we were shooting ourselves in the foot, because we were not just shooting ourselves in the foot when came to addressing that actual behavior, but then, and this was the point that I looked at, was like, so when we send the kid home or we put the kid in ISS, the most important thing is the instruction. Like,
yes,
to me, instruction is,
yep,
at the end of the day, the most important thing that takes place on a
absolutely,
campus. That's the one thing that I think everybody should be focused on protecting as much as possible, because if you don't, that is what gets your campus looked at, from the most objective way. At the state
mhm,
level, it gets you looked at in a negative or positive way in a lot of
yep,
cases. And so it's one of those things to where people won't know your data when it comes to behavior, but they
mhm,
will know your instructional data. And so it's
yes,
important to have those things in place, to maintain the integrity. And yeah, I am, to this day, still a proponent of suspending when it's appropriate.
mhm,
Suspension is a strategy. Suspension is not a end all be all, but it is a strategy that is necessary when there's a
mhm,
safety issue,
yep,
and there just maybe you need to figure something else out and you need some time. So, okay, this is the way we're going to approach it. But
yeah,
let's be honest, how much time do you really need? Do you need
yeah,
10 days? Do you need 5 days? Or do you need maybe a day or two to kind of get yourself together, put some things in place, bring the kid back? Don't lose so much instruction when it comes
right,
to that particular student, but also now have some things in place, to be able to support the kids' behavior when they return back to the campus. And that's what I like to use structure day as, and I think that's what a lot of people have been able to see, like, oh, we can bring them back, still maintain
mhm,
a level of accountability for this kid to where they can't do whatever they want, but at the same time, we're controlling things, but they're still in there with the person that is the content expert that we are trusting to get that kid to the next, to reach the goal of student achievement. So yeah,
yep.
definitely appreciate that.